beyond our proper limit, but will keep within the limits of our commission, our territory, our authority, which God has granted us as a measure which reaches and includes even you. Let me paraphrase it for you. I ain't trying to be none of y'all. I wish I had some help here now. When you spend your life, always comparing yourself, you know what comparing leads to? It leads to competing. I'm talking to somebody in this room. And when you start comparing, you start competing, conforming, which literally means you start transforming into the image of somebody else, and you rob the world of the original that you're supposed to be. A lot of you, let me submit to you, have decided to be a cheap copy. You're a cheap copy. I wish I had some help in there, because you spend all your time copying other people, being like other people. A lot of y'all are wearing what you're wearing because you saw somebody else wear it. Man, get your own mind. I wish I had some help in now. Get your own mind. Develop your own identity. Listen, because God will never bless who you pretend to be. He will only bless who he has called you to be. Everybody say, I got purpose on me. Y'all say it like you mean it. Say, I got purpose on me. And what is purpose? Purpose is as unique as a fingerprint. And the wise man closes his eyes to the comparison of the world and opens his spirit to the unique plan of God for him. Lord, what will you have me to do? What will you have me to be? How will you have me to operate? I'm talking to somebody in this room. A lot of you are robbing the world of the gift that is on the inside of you because you're gifted, but you're insecure. And you spend all of your time in the mirror trying to do your hair like her, or do your face like them, or do your life like them. Listen, man, wake up and realize that nobody can beat you being you. I'm going to say it until you get it. I said nobody can beat you being you. Get off social media. Looking at social media and comparing your life to what you see on the lives of other people, not realizing it ain't real, it's artificial turf. Instead of watering your grass, you're looking over the fence at somebody else's grass, talking about how green it is, and don't even realize it ain't real grass, it's artificial turf. A lot of what you see on social media is disguised by filters. They don't really look like that. They don't really live like that. That ain't his car. That ain't his house. Listen, you spend all of your time comparing yourself to somebody else, and the Bible says you are playing the fool. Just hunt somebody with your elbow. Don't touch them with your hand now. Hunt somebody with your elbow and tell them, be who you are. I would rather be an ugly original than a pretty copy, because an ugly original is still worth more. Am I preaching to anybody in New Home today? So listen, I want you to make this confession. Confess this with me. Say it out loud. Say, I have no competition. Come on, say, I have no competition but myself. Say, I'm not responsible for other people's expectations of me. Say, I am not limited. I'm not intimidated by other people's rise or other people's shine. Say, I celebrate them, focusing on me. Let me just add something to it. Look at somebody, tell them, neighbor, I want to see you blessed. Tell them, go on with your bad self. Because when my neighbor is blessed, it means God's in my neighborhood. And sooner or later, he's coming by me. One more time. Listen. Say this with me. Say, every person must run their own race at their own pace. Say, I am becoming the person I can most admire. Say, I want to like the person I see in my mirror. I live to please God and not to impress people.
All right. Number 3, I will not expect people to promote me. I'm not going to be sitting around here whining about who don't like me and they against me and they trying to hold me back and they racist and they sexist, and I'm not concerned with none of that. Can't nobody stop what God starts. And the blessing that's on my life, you can't hinder it. Somebody say, I will not expect people to promote me. I'm not going to be around here brown-nosing and kissing. I am in church, huh? I'm not doing all that. I'm not doing all that. I'm not going through all that. I'm going to be nice. I'm going to be respectful. You know what I mean? I'm going to be kind, but I'm not going to be around here just kissing now. No. Somebody say, I ain't going to be around here kissing now. Because you don't control let me get on. Look what the Bible says in Psalm 75, 6 and 7. For promotion cometh neither from the east, nor from the west, nor from the south, but God is the judge. He putteth down one and setteth up another. God is going to promote you. And see, the thing about God is, God can take and promote you from some strange positions. How many of y'all feel like you're in a strange position tonight? Well, think about Joseph. Man, God told Joseph, I'm going to put you on top of the world. First stop Joseph made was the bottom of a pit. The next stop he made was slavery. The next stop he made was jail unjustly. And then he looked around, and overnight God brought him from the prison to the palace. Because when God says yes, repeating after me, I am God's child. He is my source and my provider. What God has for me cannot be stopped. God promotes me under any conditions.
Number 4, write this down. I am no longer forcing futile relationships. I'm no longer engaging in facilitating foolishness. Too many days, brothers and sisters, are wasted on people and relationships that contribute nothing to our lives. We grow to believe that we need relationships to succeed and to be of value. A lot of you think that you need somebody in your face and somebody in your space and somebody on your arm. You are a relationship junkie. Relationship has become your drug. That's why you can't stay out of none. Always got somebody talking about this is the one. Well, I thought that was the one. The reality is the wrong people in your life only serve to shrink you. Many of you find yourselves dumbing yourselves down to adjust to your company rather than causing them to rise up to you. I wish I had some help in now. So you play the fool. Listen to what 2 Corinthians 6:14 through 15 says. It says, be not unequally yoked together with unbelievers. For what fellowship hath righteousness with unrighteousness, and what communion hath light with darkness? Paraphrase, light and darkness don't hang out. Huh? Oil and water doesn't hang out. He says, why are you connecting to people who are, get this, and this ain't arrogance, it's reality, not on your level. Why are you connecting to people who are not going in your direction, not minding the same things, not enhancing you, but rather inhibiting you? Instead of them advancing you to the next level, they handcuff you to your old level. He says, you should not have fellowship with unbelievers. And what accord hath Christ with Belial? And what part hath he that believeth with an infidel? We got to be very careful about relationships, because who you're with often determines where you go. You want a better year? You need better company. Sometimes in order to experience the new, you got to check your crew. Who you with? Who you hanging out with? Who are you connected to? Who are you affiliated with? Who are you associated with? Because your company can propel you to the next level or handcuff you to this level. Make this confession with me. Come on, everybody say this. Say, I am delivered from relationship addiction. Say, I am open and ready to receive God-ordained, healthy, and mutual beneficial relationships. Say, I am empowered to release the people God has not ordained. Y'all got to say that again. Say, I am empowered to release the people God has not ordained. I release them with no guilt, no anxiety, and you can't guilt trip me.
Working out pretty good. All right, here we go. Number 5.